Hello, everyone. This is the weekly review for Model United Nations from May 10th to May 14th. We began with a writing prompt that asked students to unpack the indicator for Unit 4. Unit 4 is called Building a Model UN Club. And the indicator we unpacked was about selecting and using appropriate tools, methods, and sources from government, history, geography, economics, or related fields, including ethical reasoning skills. Students were given an assignment of reading a list of vocabulary words from both the indicator and Model United Nations. Students also read a background guide on a Model UN conference on climate change, which we will be working with throughout the Unit 4 work. And lastly, students were asked to find resources that related to various terms from the background guide and place them in a shared document. We then did a writing prompt that introduced students to what the level 1 criteria would be for the formative for the select and use tools indicator. Students were challenged to find sources from government, history, geography, economics, and political science. Students found things such as websites, e-books and encyclopedias, National Archive, the UN site itself, and various statistical databases. This also included things like library, H-Internet, G-websites, books, congressional archives, e-surveys, graphs, and data. As far as ethical and non-ethical research, ethical uses reliable sources and methods and uses citations. Non-ethical would include things like plagiarizing, using non-reliable sourcing, blog posts, and things that are simply not morally correct. Our executive functioning skill for the week was positive relationships. We worked on establishing and maintaining those relationships as best we could. When students worked in pairs and or small groups to create their Quizlets for the level 1 formative, they were given an opportunity to work on those positive relationships. Throughout the week, as we used the first half of each class to begin scratching the surface for the Unit 4 work, we also were wrapping up Unit 3, other activities of the UN, with an assessment workshop. The summative for Unit 3 was due on Wednesday, May 12th. We worked on all the formatives and the summative during those portions of class on Monday and Tuesday. We also worked on it at the end of the week as well, since some students did not complete all those assignments yet. Then students worked on the Select and Use Tools Level 1 formative. They were tasked with looking at some terms from the indicator as well as terms from Model UN. Then, in order to work on manifesting positive relationships, students worked together in pairs or small groups to find the definitions of the terms and then work together to create a Quizlet for the formative. Students linked their Quizlets onto a shared document so that I could see them. What's coming up next? We'll continue working on finishing up the formative assignments for Unit 4, building a Model UN Club. We'll focus on the indicator called Select and Use Tools, continuing to work with government, economics, geography, political science, and things of that nature. Students will end up selecting their own country and doing independent research about what their country's position would be on various consequences and various things that have to do with climate change. And we will continue to focus on the executive functioning skill, positive relationships. That's it for now. Take care.